Hello and welcome to the third devlog of our game. In the past week I've done quite a lot of stuff, but most importantly we have finally settled on the final idea of our game. In the first devlog I haven't really explained the main gameplay loop, and we have changed a few things about the idea of the game. So first of all, it will be a cave-themed multiplayer game. You will be able to create a new world and then host it. After that, your friends will be able to join your game. This sort of architecture doesn't require a server, so we will save quite a lot of money. But there's a slight problem. If you want to host a game, you have to forward your port. The only way to get around this is to use an external server. Yes, I just said we're not gonna use one, but the game will not be hosted on it. It will just help the client find the host. Fortunately, if we publish our game to Steam, we can get access to Steam servers. So yeah, if everything goes well, we'll put our game to Steam, which is quite exciting since I've never published anything on Steam. So let's move on. The players connect and the host starts the game. Everybody will spawn in a random biome with just a crappy pickaxe. The first hour of gameplay will involve searching for food, ores, and loot. Everyone's goal will be simple: don't starve and don't get killed. Later on, you will build a base, grow some food, and upgrade your gear. You will explore all kinds of biomes with cool ores, enemies, bosses, and structures like castles, dungeons, or even some underground villages with NPCs. There might even be some juicy lore. And yeah, that's kind of everything what we've planned so far. We really hope to have a playable version by May of 2022, which would have like 80% of the final features. And after that, we'll see. There is a slight chance that we're just gonna give up on this project, but hopefully that's not gonna happen. Oh, and lastly, the game will most likely be totally free, exclusively on PC. So let's move on to the progress I've done this week. First off, I added some cool ores. The art is just placeholders, so don't judge it. And what's cool about them is how easily you can add them to the game. First you draw the sprite, import it, create a new ore asset, and then just put it in a biome asset. Pick some variables and you have them spawning. I'm really happy with this system. After that, I added a crafting system inspired by what this guy has made. I don't know what I did wrong, but it just doesn't feel right. Anyway, I'm gonna keep it and worry about it later, because crafting isn't a huge part of the gameplay at this moment. The last thing I added was building, a pretty important game mechanic. I find it so cool that you can now craft blocks and place them wherever you want. In the next devlog, I will finally be adding more biomes and making everything look much prettier, because let's be real, the game looks pretty boring at this point. I will also start tackling combat. Anyway, if you like the game or the devlogs, make sure to subscribe. See you later!